Today is the 23rd of September 2010. Welcome to the Silver Log, and today we are going to take a look at the 100 mils. And this is more of not only a little bit of a warning, but informational video to beware of this eBay scam going on. 1 troy ounce times 10. This was an offer on eBay. The starting bid, $79.95. Not only that, but they clarify free shipping. Free shipping here, and not only free shipping, but this means you get USPS first class mail. So if you win this item, you are going to get very fast delivery. But what is a 100 mils silver bar? A lot of times if you see something like a bid for $80 for 10 ounces of silver, you would think, well, that sounds really, really good. And a lot of times when something seems to be too good to be true, most of the time it actually is too good to become true. And these coins contain very little silver. Same with the gold. If you find 100 mils gold, they contain very little of its metal. 100 mils stands for a little bit of a thicker plating within the coin or the metal. But the plating is a very minuscule amount. Where for 10 of these bars, you would have about 10 ounces of copper, because I presume that's what the metal is made out of. I'm not sure, but from my research, that's what it seems it is. Which means that you don't even have a pound of copper, which is trading for, well, at this point in late September, around 3.5 per pound. And the silver content, well, you'd be looking at around 1/1000th of its content. And at $20 an ounce, that's about 20 cents per bar. That's really not that much. Or 2 cents a bar. It's low. It's extremely low. It's a big scam. And interestingly enough, this is what was written on their description. They emphasize a lot of times free shipping. The amount of explanation marks, crazy, like it's an amazing thing. And free shipping is something I do find to be very pleasing, if you will. However, I was stating in an earlier video where the bank trust, they go out of their way to say, trust us. If they're going out of their way to say free shipping, well, a lot of times that can mean something is going on. Now, as far as the legal issues, they must put in 100 mils on the headline on eBay, and they must clarify, at least in an article or a paragraph like this, what it is. And this says, this is a 10-bar set of 1 troy ounce, 100 mils, 999 silver maple leaf art bars. Now, 100 mils, that's a fancy name, sort of like the quantitative easing being that of a fancy name. And it says silver maple leaf. And we'll get more into that in a moment. These brand new bars have been on the market for less than a year. So what it's stating is some person or groups of people decided, well, let's come up with this idea to write 100 mils on these bars and then sell them. After all, there are many people that will be deceived. If many people are a small investor within silver, they're new, they're just learning this information, they may see this and be able to get a great deal. Not only that, but how would a scam artist think? They might come up to somebody and try to state, well, how they try to find words or use different types of ways of seeing if someone's an amateur investor or a professional investor. And then when they see signs of an amateur investor, then their light bulbs go off in their head. Not only that, they may play stupid. They may act themselves like they don't have much knowledge of silver or gold and say, well, I got this 100 mils gold bar, and well, I don't know how much gold's worth. I'm sure it's worth at least 200 an ounce. And then some person comes up thinking, yeah, it's worth 1,300. I can get this off them for like maybe 100 or two, and there you go. There's another way that person would end up getting a deal. And then that person acting stupid, someone says to them, hey, that's a scam bar. Well, then they may act stupid again, saying, no, I got ripped off, yada, 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 something in that neighborhood there. Moving on. They are beautifully crafted art bars and would make a nice addition to one's collection or a great gift idea. And I don't like this word would, because that is an assumption that it's definitely going to be. A lot of times if you're looking for crafty words, you could use could, maybe even should for that matter, because should doesn't mean it necessarily will for sure. Moving on. These bars are not solid silver, but are layered in 0.99 pure solid silver that is 100 mils thick. Interesting sentence. So they first state that they are not solid silver. That's what they have to have within this headline somewhere. But are layered, and then they put this nice little 0.99 pure solid silver. And people see this 100 mils thick and, well, they don't know what it means. Obviously, if you do a Google search for it, you will find out that it would be that of a scam. After all, I was one a few months ago that was looking at this. I found on eBay. I seen the price being so low. I thought it is too good to be true. I did a search for 100 mils. Boom, I found out. I ended up getting a little gold one because for a few reasons, and one because it was 15, I was able to make a video, and thus the revenues from the sponsorship of the video pretty much matched the cost anyway, so it was worth it in my case. So understand what you are buying. Maybe buying 1, 2, or 3 of these for a novelty item or some sort of prop might be a good idea for your individual purposes. I don't know. But moving on, the bar's total weight is as stated on the bar, 1 troy ounce. You get a complete set of 10 different color art bars. They name the different colors. We'll show them in a little bit. And, well, we'll show you the coin. Now, this image has been scaled to 880 by 495 pixels. But nonetheless, we can see that you have a nice little fancy picture of the Canadian flag. Now, nowhere on here does it say that it is minted by the Canadian Mint, but it looks deceiving that it is. And, well, it has 3 different lines on here. A troy ounce, which is what people like to have for confirmation is its weight, and 999 silver. The 100 mils just seems like a fancy name. That's how I perceive it to be anyway. In the backs of them, you have some fancy color maple leafs, the colors that the author was mentioning. But the sad part was, well, 20 minutes left, there was still no bid. So someone bid on it at the end. So someone got it for $79.95 American. They got free shipping, and it's going to come to them very fast. The user has a 98.6% positive feedback. However, when many people get this, they'll give them a good positive feedback because they think they're getting a good deal. At that point, they probably don't realize they're scammed. And they had very fast shipping because that's what USPS is going to do, is give it to you in a day or two probably. This was probably sent out, well, by the time I'm doing this video, it's 11:30 a.m. now, so they'll probably get it maybe sometime tomorrow on Friday. And they'll give a positive feedback. And I looked at the channel that's doing this. I'm not going to say the name, but it's easy to search. Just look for 100 mil silver. And they seem to have about 8 going on over the next couple days, all with a starting bid at $79.95. So you get the early people who might say, and I'm just going to put it at 130. I might get it just to be lucky. And then they find out that they get it for $80. But there was a scam. There's a scam being done. I think it's in my best interest to just let you know that what you're getting is copper and a little small amount of silver. Thank you for watching, and remember, do your own research. If something seems too good to be true, for the most part it probably is.